Hi, I'd like to welcome back all my cloud scholars. My name is Kieran Truss and I'm your host. In today's video, I'll be going over the Azure portal overview and show you exactly how to navigate throughout the GUI of the Azure portal. Now, when you log into portal.azure.com and you put in your credentials, this is the screen here that you will see. Now, I just signed up for Azure portal, so for my screen, I'm seeing a quick start center. Or if you click on Microsoft Azure, you may be seeing this or some other things. Now, we're going to start off with the very top portion of the screen, which is the search bar. Here in the search bar, you can use this to search for any resource that you need to navigate to. So if I were to type in virtual, everything that starts with virtual will pop up. What's in the search bar is a smart typing feature, right? So it's basically going to filter out everything that's VIRT and whatever you're typing in. And you can navigate to the virtual machines blade, the virtual networks, or whatever you need to navigate to. This little icon here is called the Cloud Shell icon. The Cloud Shell is an online terminal used to manage your resources in the cloud. This is a very powerful tool that you can use as administrator to manage your environment. The next icon is the directories and subscriptions. You can toggle between different directories that you are using that's associated with your Azure portal. Here are the notifications. If anything pops up, you could click on here. Let's say if you just recently installed a new virtual machine, or if you're deploying a private link or something like that, it will pop up there letting you know the status of it, if it's loading or if it's installing or updating, and when it's completed. The gear icon is your settings icon. Right here, you can make any changes that you need to make to your subscription. So you have your directories and subscriptions. You have your appearances that you can change, your language and region, and your signing out notifications, right? So this is if you don't want to be idle. If you're idle after a certain amount of time, you can automatically have your Azure portal sign you out. The next icon is the help icon. This icon is for support and troubleshooting. If you want to ask the Azure community, if there's anything you want to check Azure service issues or resolve any billing issues. Over here is the feedback. Now, I don't really use this icon too much. I'll be completely honest with you, but to each his own. If you want to send information to Microsoft, let them know what you like or what you don't like with the portal. And if you go over to more to your right, you'll see is, you can sign out. You can go to my Microsoft account and you can switch directories. Now, on the left-hand side, you have this little widget right here, which pretty much shows you the portal menu. Here you get a list of Azure Blades that you can choose. The first option is to create a resource. Whatever that resource is, if you click on it, it will start you with the different popular Azure services and then also popular marketplace products. If we go back to that same little widget right there, what you'll see is there's the dashboard. If you click on the dashboard, obviously I recently signed up for this portal, so there's not much here to see, but this is where you can see a lot of different things that's going on within your environment, and we'll get to that later. A little bit below is all services. All services is everything that's within Azure. And over here, you can still filter out like we did before. And let's see if I say type storage. You get everything that's related to storage or has the STOR. STOR. Yep. And storage starts populating right there. And below that is your favorites, right? So these, by default, this is what Azure comes up with. And Microsoft says, okay, these are the default favorites, but you can add and you can remove some. So let's just say if I say resource groups, I can come over here and click this little star, uncheck it, and then now when I come back, you see resources groups is no longer there. But if I said, oh, I made a mistake, and I click and do resource groups, I can easily hit it again, and it's going to be at the bottom of the menu, right here at the bottom. But let's say if I'm like, I don't really want it at the bottom, I want it under virtual machines, I can bring it up, and right there the virtual machines, and you can move any one of these that you want to move. and you can move it around or whatever the case you want it to be. All right, Cloud Scholars, that wraps up this video. What I wanted to say to you is that the more you use Azure, the more familiar you will get with it. So if this seems like a whole lot, just take a step back, come back to it, watch the video again. It probably make a little bit more sense, or you could go on to one of my other videos. So thank you again for listening to the content of this video. If you found the content to be something beneficial, please smash that like and subscribe button. Here at Cloud Scholars, my goal is to get you from scholar to consultant and from consultant to expert. Thank you and see you next time.